Today's topic is 1099s. You have a little bit of time in order to get those filed, so let's learn a little bit about them. All right. So requirements for 1099s are if you pay for services um, over $600, then you will need to send a 1099 to contractors. So a lot of times this is going to be subcontractors. This could be lawyers. This could be accounting. This could be advertising, like marketing services, and other items that you may use in there. So if you do receive like a good or a product, that is not what the IRS is talking about. It's for the services that are rendered for your business. And the people that you need to pay, or sorry, to send one out is going to be individuals or sole proprietors, or single member LLCs, and basically anyone that doesn't have a corp in it. So if they're classified as an S corp, you don't need to send one. If they're classified as C corp, you don't need to send one. But this is kind of the checks and balances system that the IRS has. So that just like a employee that you may have for your business, you send them a W-2 at the end of the year, and then the IRS receives that and checks it against their tax return. And this is kind of the same thing, but with contractors that you pay. And this includes if you pay them cash, if you pay them check, if you do an ACH. Zelle is part of this. Zelle is not a third party transactor, or maybe like a wire transfer. There are third-party settlement organizations that will actually send out the 1099 for you. So if you pay with a credit card, if you pay PayPal, Venmo, different items, and this threshold is kind of changing every year. So this year it is if they were paid through that app $20,000 or more, and also have 200 transactions in that calendar year, they will receive a what's called a 1099K. And so if you end up paying for a contractor through your credit card or one of these apps, do not stress. You do not need to send them a 1099. So that's kind of nice. Although when you're going through your transactions, sometimes it's pulling the right type of report that also shows you that detail. It is really important that the information that you get for your sending out your 1099s is called a W-9. So for a W-2 employee, they get a W-4. So for a 1099 vendor, they get a W-9. And there is information on there, legal name, entity name, their EIN or Social Security if they just go through that, address. And then we love to try and grab their email. We love electronic filing, and if you're able to get their consent and email to file that, smoother, easier, don't have to deal with the mail. If you are able to get this before you pay them for the first time, that is best practice. Waiting until January, do not, do not advise that, but it happens, so no worries if that is. Make sure that you're storing them securely. It does have some information on there that is private, so you want to make sure that you're secure, like in a locked box, or if you have a password protected file on your computer. There are fines with the IRS if you do not comply with this. Of course, every person, if you do your best effort in obtaining this information, then that's the most that you can do. But there are, just so you are aware, there may be fines that the IRS does tack on you. Now, I haven't personally seen any fines. Even if we file a little bit late, we're still getting it out, which that's really the important piece. But yeah, so the IRS right now has, if it's within 30 days, after 30 days, of the filing, so February or March 2nd, whatever that math is, then it would be $60 per form. And if it's later, 130, and yeah, you can read this. But it's also against one for not filing with the IRS and one for not giving the form to the contractor slash vendor that you would need to get one. So just so you're aware, there's no cap on this. So it may or may not happen. So just try your very best to get your W-9s from people um, before you pay them or as soon as you can. So, if you pay contractors directly, so you're gonna send them the 1099. If you're using a different platform, PayPal, Venmo, credit card, then you do not need to worry about sending them one. Um, and yeah, collect early, know how you're paying the vendors, and yeah, try and do it before January. I think the last thing I would say is, as business owners, we have a lot of things going on, and it's really about setting up processes within your business to help streamline every single thing. So, as you're obtaining how to pay them and when you receive an invoice, or yourself, if you are a sole proprietor or an LLC, attach that W-9 over and ensure that you are giving your information out as well. So if you're getting paid cash or check or things like that. So um, I hope this information was helpful for you. We, there's Becca and we always are looking to expand our business and to help guide businesses in how their cash flow is going. And again, accounting processes that can be helpful. We have a lot of checklists and processes that we do internally and that we see from company to company that may be a really useful tool to you. So we are always wanting to share that with you. And if you would like to know more information, please reach out and let us know. But I hope you have a fantastic weekend and we will see you next week.